If we can understand the foolishness that comes with comparison, and we can admit to ourselves that comparisons are bringing on negative feelings and emotions, then why do we do it? We are constantly comparing our houses, paychecks, physical appearance, and a bunch of other measurable and even non-measurable things to one another. We cannot stop ourselves from comparing, but we can figure out why we are doing so and use that as a guide to direct us towards what we want. Hello and welcome back, my loves. If you are new, hello to you too. On this channel, we talk about personal growth and development, and in today's video, we are talking about procrastination and getting stuck in the comparison rat race. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, grab some water, and let's chat about it. We most often compare the wrong things because we can most easily compare all the things we objectively measure. We live in a world that is great at measuring and comparing externals. We decide that we could determine who is living a more valuable life by comparing clothes, cars, homes, even your social media following. What we don't realize is that we are comparing our worst to someone else's best. We always look at the worst of ourselves to the best assumptions we make about others. No one's life is perfect, as your mind makes it out to be. There are infinite numbers of other humans on this planet, and that's an infinite amount of comparisons to try to live up to. So life, not graded on a curve here, but by comparing yourself to someone else, you're taking focus off of yourself. How do we stop this? We recognize first the inherent problem in comparing ourselves to others. Remember what I just said earlier, sometimes just reminding ourselves of the foolishness behind comparison, that can halt the thinking and kind of stop it. So often when I find myself being slightly envious of another artist and their success, I take a second, I stop, and I kind of realize, they worked really hard for where they are. They're putting in the work every single day. They're being consistent with everything. If I do that, I can be there too. So celebrate their win. Is it an uphill battle and a struggle? Absolutely, but it is earned. Another way we can escape the comparison rat race is celebrating ourselves. There are already so many unique and different things about you, so celebrate what makes you different. Are you an artist that works in different kinds of mediums? Do you own a small business? Are you the friend that everyone goes to when they need someone to listen to? So you're either creative, you're determined, or you're a good listener. Comparing yourself to someone else is like trying to compare a steak dinner and a slice of cake. Yes, both of them are food. Yes, both of them are delicious, but both are very different. Yes, both are edible and delicious, but both are still food. Just like you are human and I'm a human, and that's the only similarity between all of us. We are all humans, but we all have different feelings, we all have different emotions, we all have different struggles to overcome, and we all do it differently, and we all think about it differently. So take a step back and celebrate who you are in this moment. Celebrate, that you're different and you're a lot further along than where you were 10 years ago. Celebrate, the fact that you're living up to your dreams and you're following your dreams. Celebrate that you're watching this video right now because you want to stop comparing yourself to others and you want to start doing the things. Start focusing inwards. When we find ourselves comparing or getting envious of what another person has, I like to use this as a directional tool, like I said before. So what they have is something that I want, and if they have it, then I can have it too, because I'm a human being just like they're a human being. I just need to put in the work to get it for myself. I need to earn it for myself. And that's the part that we hate. That's what we can't see. We can't see what that person has gone through to get where they are. We just see them as there and where they are. We just think that it happened overnight. So value generosity, humility, goodness, and love, and being focused on developing inward qualities of a simplified life, and the externals lose all their beauty. You begin to realize you can have that too. And the quicker we find beauty within ourselves and we find the courage and the confidence within ourselves, the sooner we stop comparing what's on the outside and we start valuing what we have on the inside. If you are enjoying this video so far, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe as well. Also, don't forget the notification bell. He does get a bit lonely down there, but it's a free way that you can show your support to my channel and be notified of the next time that I post. Now, how do we actually stop comparing and stop procrastinating? Life is not a competition. There are 25-year-olds buying a house and settling down to have a family, and while I want that in my future, my art career matters more to me at this current moment. What that means for me is just because my best friend is getting married next week doesn't mean I need to have a baby yesterday. Life happens in the moments when we are not paying attention to it, and while there may be times where competition is appropriate, life has its own rhythm. We're all at different points. We're all at different ages when we are at those points. And once we accept that we're here in the mix at the same time as one another, we can sooner stop comparing and stop trying to win against one another. What are we actually trying to win? Because we all know what comes after life. Why do we want to rush that? Take your time, have fun with it, get yourself into a creative flow. No one is perfect, and if we remember one of my videos from a couple of weeks ago, which I will link on the screen for you here, no one is perfect, and often the idea of perfection is an unspoken standard that you set for yourself. You never need to do more than what is asked of you, just do the best to your ability. A lot of people assume I'm successful based on my TikTok following, but my Instagram and YouTube following aren't as large, so they would reflect differently. To someone else, yes, I look like I'm a successful artist. To others, I could be doing better. Whichever the case is, neither of those opinions truly matter because I've already determined I am successful. I'm putting in the work every single day. I'm being consistent with what I'm doing. So ultimately, I'm already successful because I'm sitting here doing what I want to be doing. If I'm making money from it or not, if I'm able to make my career out of it or not, doesn't really matter. Is that the ultimate goal? Yes, but that's not what is needed right now. What's needed right now is the hard work and the determination, so it's earned. One of the last and more important steps to stopping procrastinating, in my opinion, is live an intentional life. I am so guilty of living majority of my life so far without intentionality or thoughtfulness, and many of us do, but it's really important to make time to have a moment of silence, meditate and examine for a moment, realize who you are and who you are becoming. As a result, lives are lived as a reaction to the events around us. But when life is lived intentionally and thoughtfully, the comparison game becomes boring. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you stick around and hit the subscribe button and check that notification bell for the next one. I do try to post weekly. The full-length version of this painting will be available on my Patreon. I think I might be missing some footage. I'm not gonna lie, there was a whole debacle with my SD card. That was on TikTok. But it will be available on my Patreon page as well as the full-length process photos, so all my process photos. And I will be shouting out all of the new Patreons in the next video, so be sure to check out the description for all my links to that. And if you do try to recreate this painting, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. But until next time, stay happy, healthy, and healing. Bye!